Did you know that the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in New York City is $3,000 per month? That's more than twice the national average. Seriously, the rents here are insane. You can pay more for a closet-sized studio than some people pay for their mansions in other states. But why is that? Why are NYC apartments so expensive? Well, watch this video and find out some of the reasons behind NYC's crazy rents. The history. The first reason why NYC apartments are so expensive is the history of the city's housing market. New York has always been a popular destination for immigrants, tourists, and business people from all over the world. This means that the demand for housing has always been high, but the supply has always been limited. New York is an island city, which means that there is not much space to build new homes or expand existing ones. Plus, there are many regulations and restrictions that make it hard and costly to construct new buildings or renovate old ones. For example, there are zoning laws that limit the height and density of buildings, landmark laws that protect historic buildings from demolition or alteration, and rent control laws that prevent landlords from raising rents on certain tenants. All these elements make it difficult and expensive to increase the supply of housing in New York, which drives up the prices of existing homes. The supply and demand. The second reason why NYC apartments are so expensive is the supply and demand factors that affects the city's rents. As I mentioned before, New York is a very attractive city for many people who want to live here for various reasons, such as the job opportunities. New York is home to many industries and sectors that offer high-paying and prestigious jobs, such as finance, media, entertainment, fashion, technology, and more. Many people move to New York to pursue their careers or start their own businesses in these fields. For example, New York has over 53 Fortune 500 companies headquartered in the city, which creates a lot of demand for skilled workers and professionals. The culture and diversity. New York is also known for its rich and diverse culture and lifestyle. The city offers a variety of entertainment options such as museums, theaters, restaurants, bars, clubs, parks, and more. You can find something for everyone's taste and preference in New York. Plus, New York is a melting pot of different cultures and ethnicities. You can meet people from all over the world and experience different languages, cuisines, traditions, and religions in New York. The convenience and accessibility. Another reason why people love New York is its convenience and accessibility. The city has a well-developed public transportation system that allows you to get around easily and cheaply. You can take the subway, bus, taxi, bike, or walk to almost anywhere in the city. Plus, New York is also close to other major cities in the US or abroad. You can take a short flight or train ride to places like Boston, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Toronto, Montreal, London, Paris, or Tokyo. The combination of these factors makes New York a very desirable place to live for many people who are willing to pay a premium for living here. However, this also means that there is a lot of competition for housing in New York. There are more people who want to rent or buy an apartment than there are available apartments in the market. This creates a situation where landlords can charge whatever they want for their properties, and tenants have no choice but to accept it or look elsewhere. The economic and social factors. The third reason why NYC apartments are so expensive is the economic and social factors that influence the city's rents. There are some external aspects that affect the cost of living in New York that are beyond the control of individuals or landlords. Some of them are the taxes. New York has some of the highest taxes in the country, which adds to the cost of living in the city. For example, there is an income tax that ranges from 4% to 8.82% depending on your income level, a sales tax that is 8.175%, and a property tax that varies depending on your location and property value. These taxes reduce your disposable income and increase your expenses. The utilities. Another factor that adds to the cost of living in New York is the utilities. The city has some of the highest utility rates in the country, which means that you have to pay more for electricity, gas, water, internet, cable, and phone services. For instance, the average monthly electricity bill in New York is $141, which is 40% higher than the national average. The conveniences. A final factor that affects the cost of living in New York is the conveniences. The city offers a lot of conveniences and services that make life easier and more enjoyable, but they also come at a price. For example, there are many public and private schools, colleges, and universities that offer quality education, but they also charge high tuition fees. There are also many healthcare facilities, hospitals, and clinics that provide medical care, but they also charge high fees. There are also many security and safety services, such as police, fire, and emergency departments, that protect the city, but they also require funding. All these aspects contribute to the high cost of living in New York, which in turn affects the rents in the city. Landlords have to pay more for their properties and services, which means that they have to charge more for their tenants. Tenants have to pay more for their rents and utilities, which means that they have less money for other expenses. The lifestyle and prestige. The final reason why NYC apartments are so expensive is the lifestyle and prestige factors that influence the city's rents. There are some intangible factors that affect the value of living in New York that are based on personal preferences or perceptions. Some of them are: the status New York is considered one of the most influential and powerful cities in the world. It is a global center of finance, media, entertainment, fashion, technology, and more. It is also a cultural hub of art, music, literature, theater, and more. Living in New York gives you a sense of status and prestige that you may not get in other places. You can say that you live in the same city as celebrities, billionaires, politicians, artists, and more. You can also enjoy the benefits of being part of a network of influential and successful people who can help you advance your career or personal goals. The experience New York is also considered one of the most exciting and diverse cities in the world. It is a city that never sleeps and always has something new and interesting to offer. Living in New York gives you an experience that you may not get in other places. You can explore different neighborhoods and boroughs that have their own unique character and vibe. You can discover new places and things every day that can surprise and delight you. You can also participate in various events and activities that can enrich your life and broaden your horizons. The Dream New York is also considered one of the most inspiring and aspirational cities in the world. It is a city that attracts people who have dreams and ambitions that they want to pursue or achieve. Living in New York gives you a dream that you may not get in other places. You can feel that you are part of something bigger and better than yourself. You can also feel that you have unlimited opportunities and possibilities to make your dreams come true. These various elements collectively contribute to the expensive lifestyle in New York, which in turn affects the rents in the city. Landlords can charge more for their properties because they know that people are willing to pay for the status, experience, and dream of living in New York. Tenants are willing to pay more for their rents because they believe that living in New York is worth it. In conclusion, NYC apartments are so expensive because of these factors that made New York such a demanding and expensive place to live, but also a very rewarding and exciting one. New York is a city that offers many opportunities, attractions, and experiences that can change your life and fulfill your dreams. However, living in New York also requires a lot of planning, research, and compromise. You have to be smart, flexible, and vigilant when looking for an apartment in New York and avoid falling for the common traps and pitfalls. You also have to be prepared to pay a high price for living in such a vibrant and dynamic city. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.